Just got violated by Conway.
How?
I mean,
Who's
look,
just
look, look. He was kind of like, I would say that like he had like a pretty decent argument, yet he just like got pressed to the pack. Like I don't think Proof is good at the defensive. Like that's what I've been noticing. But it's cool.
Well,
Um,
no, also, I think Conway's point was kind of stupid. Like, what I
no,
heard,
it was, but I'm saying like I should have
whenever
just
I
said
heard,
that if
whenever
someone.
I heard him bring up the point, when you say black people eat watermelon, that's
nah, but
racist.
look,
Like,
look,
no,
look,
it,
look, look. Let's
no,
just continue. Let's just continue. We can talk about that later. Alright, so yo, Proof. I'll start off like I started previously, but we never got to like continue fully, right? So, what is your justification regarding for why interpretation is subjective?
Wait, hold on. Can you repeat that? I was
What is your justification regarding for why interpretation is subjective?
So I don't think that an objective interpretation exists.
You don't think like axioms exist?
I don't think. Why
Do
do
you
you
know
think
what an
axioms
axiom
are
is?
interpretations?
You know an axiom is like an absolute truth, right?
Wait, sure. That's not an
I'm
interpretation, though.
interpret yeah, because I'm interpreting that.
No, it's
I'm
not. Wait,
in
wait, no,
yeah,
no, no. It's not.
hold
No,
on.
no,
Let me
listen,
finish,
listen, listen, listen.
let me
So you
finish,
can
right?
have no.
Hold on, proof,
Okay,
proof.
sure.
Let me finish real quick, right? Because right, we can interpretate, right? We can like interpretate these things, right? And they can lead to an objective value. For instance, axioms, right? Interpretation doesn't always like what's it called? Like they can be self-evident, but things like when you interpretate things like axioms, right? Because this is the whole point, right? We're still interpreting them at an objective value, right? So it's not like, oh, because right, we know that like axioms, right, were discovered, right? And but they're mind dependent, right? They're mind dependent because they were made by like back then, and they were established back then by humans. They were discovered and they're mind dependent,
Wait,
right?
sure. Wait, so I'll just ask. So you're talking about axioms. Can you warrant axioms?
Warrant axioms. You don't
Yeah,
know
like
you don't know
warrant
what
that
like
they
a
like
self-evident
warrant.
truth
No,
is?
warrant that they
Yeah, yeah,
exist.
that's fine,
Can you
that's fine,
warrant
that's
that?
fine. Yeah, I got you, that's fine. All right, so my orientation here is right. Are you proof?
Am I proof? No,
Yeah.
that's not my actual name.
No. Okay, are you debating me right now?
Sure.
Yeah, that's an
actually,
axiom. That's
Actually,
that's
fuck,
that's
I
something
shouldn't have
that's
said that. God damn
self-evident.
it.
Hold on.
I
That's something
shouldn't have
that's
said that.
self-evident. Therefore, an axiom.
Wait, so no, okay, sure. Now, I'll just say, number one, I agree. You can have subjective interpretations on an objective thing, but if you have a quote unquote interpretation that is objective, I don't think it's an interpretation at this point. It is just a objective, like it's an
Yeah, I
objective
feel
truth.
yeah, that's
I don't
just
think it's
wrong.
how
That's
like,
just wrong.
for
There's an
example,
issue
right?
with that. You want to know the issue with that?
So
Right, because
sure.
I already said previously that axioms were mind dependent, right? So if there are objective things, if these are objectives, right, which I already warranted, right? I already substantiated why they are
I
objective, right?
don't. No, I don't.
Hold
You
up, right?
didn't
I'll let you
warrant.
finish.
No.
I gave you the courtesy to speak, so hold up, right? Right? So if they are mind dependent, and we already established that previously, right? Therefore, they interpreted these things to then prove that these are facts, right? Then interpretation not only just leads to objective values, but are objective as well.
Okay, so number one, you never warranted that they were mind dependent. You warranted that they exist. That is all you warranted. You
No.
never
I
warranted
literally said
anything
it.
about them being mind
I
dependent.
literally said, right, that we know that they were discovered, right, and that they were mind dependent because back then they were established previously, which we can ask the judge if I said that or not. Plus, I have in our recording.
Why does them why does them existing
I
previously
don't
have
care.
anything to do with the
I
mind
don't care
dependency?
about your refutation now if we already established it previously. Like, I'm not gonna backtrack with you.
We're just going over semantics of what
That
an
no, we're not going
axiom
over
is.
semantics at all because I'm not going to go back to a previous point. I'm going to call it
No,
burden
because it's not
rejoinder
a
on that
previous point.
point
We're
and
still on this point.
simple.
We're still on this point of what
There's a
axioms
distinction
are.
here, right? Because right, this is if I warranted right that they were mind dependent or like not right. So we're obviously right gonna go like we're obviously like differentiating right like a whole like different point here, which was mind dependent and equivocating it to this point, right? Which is how we continue and it like continue the dialectic, right? And I'm just gonna call the burden rejoinder on that previous point due to the fact that you did not contend it at all and trying to contend it now.
Sure.
So now that like what's it called objective things like axioms were mind dependent, right? Then interpretation can be objective, right? Because axioms are objective, which I already warranted, right? And I also already warranted, right, that they come from interpretation. So, GG, man. You're a premise trapped here.
Bro. All right, whatever. I can see. I don't really care.
All right, GG.
I don't feel like debating this topic.